Hi, my name is Kate Malphus. I'm a student at South Georgia State College. I am majoring in biology to one day become a veterinarian. Animals have fascinated me my entire life, and the way they communicate is quite interesting. Communication between animals is defined as the moment when one animal sends information to another animal, causing a change in the animal that has received the information. Communication between animals typically happens between two animals of the same species, but it is possible for two animals of different species to communicate. Because animals cannot speak, their communication is much different than human communication. We use our words to transmit messages while animals use signals. Their signals are based on audible sounds, visual cues, chemical signals, and by touch. Communication between animals is used to find mates, establish dominance, improve group behavior, and care for a species young. One way they communicate is by the use of pheromones to communicate between animals of the same species. Pheromones are secreted chemical signals used to trigger a response in another animal of the same species. Many insects, such as ants and bees, use pheromones. These chemical signals may attract the opposite sex, raise an alarm, mark a food trail, or trigger more complex behaviors. One example is the way ants move in a straight line toward the food. When an ant finds food, they release pheromones on the way to and from the food to attract more ants. When the food source begins to run out, they stop releasing pheromones on the way back so that the trail will fade. Another way animals communicate is through auditory signals. This type of communication is very important in birds. They use signals to present warnings, attract mates, protect their territory, and improve group behavior. Some birds produce songs that are only familiar to their members of the same species. More examples are monkeys crying out when a predator is near, a bullfrog croaking to attract mates, and gibbons calling out to mark their territory. The third way they communicate is through visual sounds. These include gestures, facial expressions, postures, and coloration. One example is how chimpanzees show a great threat by raising their arms, hitting them on the ground, or intensely staring at another chimpanzee. Young chimpanzees use their facial expressions to show submission to an older male of their troop. Other examples are poisonous frogs change colors when a predator is near to warn the predator that it should not eat the frog. The last way animals communicate is through tactical signals or touch. These symbols are commonly used in insects such as honeybee foragers when food is found. The honeybee forager does a series of dances to symbolize that they have found food. Because the dance is done in a very dark nest, the other bees interpret it through touch. Animals use tactical signals to show love and care to develop social relationships. An example of this is one member grooming another member, such as monkeys. My information came from Animal Communication by Khan Academy and Forms of Animal Communication by Crystal Owens. Thank you.